Today, I want to talk about the art of managing interferences when it comes to your mission and the goal that you have for yourself. The example that comes to mind, or the image I have in my head when I'm trying to do this for myself, is the sport of curling. So, when they have, I think it's called a stone, and you have sweepers, and forgive me, I probably don't have any of the terminology right, but the sweepers are then sweeping or brushing the ice in front of the stone to try and help propel it forward. And for me, this sport is the perfect example of managing interferences, because the stone itself, we can liken that to our mission or our vision or the goal that we have for ourselves. And the sweeping around it would then be managing interferences and reducing all of the things that get in the way of that stone moving. I think we tend to only focus on the stone. So we've got the goal, we've got the mission, we know what we want, what we're doing to get there, and what that entails. And that's really if we've been very intentionally specific. We know our plan. We have the roadmap, we have the blueprint, and we know what we need to do on a day-to-day basis. And I think there is a lot of intentional work that needs to go into the stone, right? The goal. What does it look like and how are you going to get there? But I feel like we need to add a second part to this, and that would then be the sweepers. So people that help the stone move forward. So those sweepers, what they're essentially doing is reducing friction and taking away any imperfections, so to speak, in the ice that keep the stone from moving forward in a very straightforward direction. And that is also your job when it comes to nurturing and tending to your goal or your vision. So it's not just about the stone in terms of what am I doing to help bring my goal to fruition, but it's also about the sweepers that says, what am I doing to manage all of the hurdles and interferences that get in the way of that stone or that goal moving like I want it to? Those interferences tend to be the more negative things, and I think we avoid them because we think that by focusing only on the positive, so how long I want to work, how hard I want to work, how many hours I want to put in, for example, that if we only focus on those positive things, it'll naturally mitigate the so-called negative. But the thing is, there are always going to be interferences. There are always going to be the more negative shadow side of anything that we do as humans. And we have to very proactively tend to those things too. So managing distraction, exhaustion, anxiety, depression, fear, doubt, any kind of noise that gets in the way, shiny new opportunities that pop up along the way that tend to take our eye off the prize, friends or family or acquaintances that take us off the path, that distract us internally. It's your state of mind, the negative belief patterns that you have, the self-doubt that you have, the narrative that is playing in your head, the limiting beliefs that you have grown up with, things that happen in life around health, managing your home, managing your family, managing your pets, anything that serves as a distraction to the goal or to the mission that you have. It becomes our responsibility to not only focus on propelling that stone forward, but also mitigating and reducing any of the friction around it so it can continually move in a straight line.